Today we are going to venture into one of the most enigmatic and profound texts of early Christianity, the Pistis Sophia. This Gnostic text not only revisits elements of the New Testament, but also deepens them, revealing a rich narrative about the journey of the soul in search of redemption and enlightenment. My intention here is to take you on an intense and detailed dive into this work, understanding each layer of meaning it offers. Imagine yourselves in a post-crucifixion period where Jesus' disciples are eager for deep understanding and enlightenment. It is in this context that Pistis Sophia emerges, as a manual of revelations transmitted by the resurrected Jesus to his disciples. The title Pistis Sophia literally translates to faith and wisdom, two fundamental pillars in any spiritual journey. The narrative of Pistis Sophia introduces us to the figure of Sophia, a celestial entity that personifies wisdom. Sophia embarks on a journey to the lower spheres, driven by a desire to know and experience the universe beyond celestial limits. However, her curiosity leads to a series of challenges and errors that result in her fall. Here the story takes on a symbolic dimension. Sophia represents the human soul itself, which descends into the material world in search of knowledge and experience, but often gets lost in the illusions of earthly existence. This process of fall and redemption is central not only in Pistis Sophia, but in various spiritual and esoteric traditions. So when Sophia finds herself imprisoned in the lower darkness, she cries out for help. Her pleas are answered by Jesus, who descends to save her, guiding her back to the celestial realm. This narrative is not simply a rescue story. It is a powerful analogy about the journey of each soul, the process of error, repentance, and eventual redemption. Let's now reflect on the importance of faith and wisdom in the spiritual journey. In Pistis Sophia, faith is not blind submission, but a deep trust in divine guidance and in one's own ability to overcome obstacles. Wisdom, on the other hand, is intuitive knowledge, a broader understanding of reality that goes beyond superficial appearances. It is also essential to address the levels of understanding and revelation that Pistis Sophia offers. In this text, Jesus explains the cosmic mechanisms and the arcana of the spiritual realms. He reveals secrets about the aeons, intermediate worlds that serve as bridges between the divine and the material. This reminds us that the universe is much vaster and more complex than our limited perception can grasp. Pistis Sophia challenges us to review our view of reality and consider the existence of higher and hidden dimensions. There is a passage, for example, where Jesus speaks about the importance of mysteries and initiation rituals. These rituals symbolize the soul's commitment to its own growth and to the spiritual community. Entering Pistis Sophia is also about understanding the value of prayer and invocation. Sophia, in her pleas, shows us that the act of praying is more than asking for help. It is a declaration of vulnerability and an openness to receive divine guidance. Praying, in this context, is aligning with higher frequencies and accessing internal reserves of strength and wisdom. Now I want to reflect with you on the persistence and resilience that Sophia's saga teaches us. Even in the deepest darkness, she does not give up seeking help and aspiring to the light. Each of her pleas is an act of courage and faith, reminding us that even when we are immersed in challenges and tribulations, we are never truly alone. Jesus' descent to rescue Sophia also brings a strong message about the role of the spiritual master. A true master is not one who merely imparts knowledge, but who also actively participates in the journey of their disciples. Jesus, in Pistis Sophia, acts as a guide and redeemer, showing the way back to the light through example and direct intervention. Now allow me to delve deeper into the analysis of the virtues that emerge from the narrative. One of them is humility. Sophia, by recognizing her fall and crying out for help, teaches us the importance of acknowledging our own mistakes and limitations. Humility then becomes a key to redemption, as it allows us to make space for divine assistance. Another virtue is hope. Even in the midst of the deepest despair, Sophia's hope for salvation never completely disappears. This serves as a powerful reminder that, regardless of the circumstances we find ourselves in, we must always keep the flame of hope alive. Furthermore, the narrative invites us to explore the connection between the microcosm and the macrocosm. Each stage of Sophia's journey and each revelation from Jesus are parallels to the internal processes of the human soul. The fall, the plea, the redemption, these are milestones of a universal path that we all traverse in our search for meaning and enlightenment. Another intriguing aspect of Pistis Sophia is the introduction of celestial figures and entities that assist in Sophia's reintegration. These figures are not merely characters, but symbols of various forces and archetypes that operate within and outside of us. Understanding these entities is understanding the diverse energies and qualities that influence our spiritual journey. Allow me to make a practical connection with our lives. How many times do we not feel like Sophia, lost in a world that seems full of illusions and insurmountable challenges? This text teaches us that, despite the difficulties, there is always a greater force willing to guide and elevate us. We can interpret Jesus' descent as a metaphor for our own ability to access our higher self, that part of us that remains connected with the divine and can guide us in moments of darkness. This perspective reiterates the importance of self-reflection and meditation as means to access this internal guide. In a world like ours, where materiality often dominates, Pistis Sophia emerges as a profound reminder that higher realities are waiting to be discovered. It challenges us to look beyond the visible and seek the spiritual essence in all things. Now let's explore some more advanced concepts present in the text. One of the deepest revelations that Jesus shares is about the mechanisms of the soul after death. He details how the soul is judged and purified through various spheres and aeons. This description is an invitation to reflect on our behavior and actions, knowing that everything we do has consequences. Additionally, Pistis Sophia reminds us of the importance of esoteric knowledge. It is not enough to have faith, it is necessary to seek understanding and wisdom. This text invites us to be studious and committed to the truth, exploring the scriptures and the profound teachings that are often hidden. At this point in our exploration, it is worth recognizing that Pistis Sophia is not an easy read. It demands dedication and openness from us to interpret its numerous layers of meaning. It is an invitation to not only read, but to meditate deeply on each passage and reflection. I would also like to highlight the importance of communion and sharing. The disciples are led to understand that knowledge and revelations should not be kept only for themselves, but shared for the benefit of the entire community. This is an invitation for all of us. Upon acquiring wisdom, we should share it, helping others in their own journeys. Ultimately, Pistis Sophia is a call for personal transformation. It challenges us to be introspective, to question our motivations, and most importantly, to seek a deeper and more meaningful connection with the divine. For those of you who are on your own spiritual journey, remember the persistence of Sophia and the benevolence of Jesus. Remember that, regardless of the challenges we face, there is always a way back to the light, as long as we are willing to seek, learn, and remain humble and full of faith. As I conclude this lecture, I want to express my deep gratitude to each of you who followed this journey through Pistis Sophia. May this exploration have illuminated your paths and strengthened your souls. Keep seeking, keep learning, and never lose hope. Thank you very much for being here and dedicating yourselves to this important spiritual exploration. May you find light and wisdom in all your journeys.